Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Trident Kraken AMS case for the Motorola DROID RAZR MAXX. You are more than welcome to check out the Kraken at any time over at its official website that is located at www.tridentcase.com. As always, we also encourage you to check it out at our own website as well at www.daydeal.com. Let's go ahead and get this video started by giving you the unofficial measurements for the Kraken AMS on the RAZR MAXX phone. Starting with its weight, it is going to be at a hefty 87 grams. Its length, 139.5 millimeters. Its width, 79.5 millimeters. And finally, its depth at 18.5 millimeters. Hopefully, you find this information useful. Keep in mind that these measurements are also merely approximations. They're not meant to be 100% accurate. We just want to give you guys an idea of what to expect when you own the Kraken AMS for your DROID RAZR MAXX phone. Now the AMS is available in 5 different colors, which unfortunately we only have 3 of the 5 in today's video. In front of us right now to the left in its shiny retail packaging is black with black. To the right of that is going to be black with blue. In the center, which we already have pre-installed on our dummy version of the RAZR MAXX, is going to be black with pink, and our star of the show a little bit later in the video. The 2 colors that are going to be missing are going to be black with green, which is my personal favorite, as well as black with red. You can check that out over at the official website at tridentcase.com. Now, before I go any further, I want to say that the AMS, which stands for Adaptive Modular System, is really kind of what you should be buying the Kraken for. It's a case that has a lot of utility. Yes, it is a heavy-duty product, but there are also other heavy-duty cases for the RAZR MAXX. The AMS is what makes this particular product unique. All right. Now, one of the attachments that comes with the Kraken AMS right from the get-go is this right here. This is a belt clip attachment. And really what it does is that it allows you to use your case to be clipped on your person, your body, etc., stuff like that. It's kind of like a belt clip holster, but not necessarily. It has a nice sturdy metal hinge that you can see right there. Hopefully my camera zooms in correctly. There we go. Your typical metal alligator clip style hinge, which is always nice. I want to mention that the belt clip is also rotatable. 360 degrees in total, which is always good, and it rotates in small increments, so you should be able to use it in a position that is comfortable for you. Now, the question I get a lot is, can you use the belt clip on the AMS both on the front of the phone and the back, thus making it a face-in or face-out design? Now, unfortunately, the way that Trident designed their attachments is that it only clips onto the actual sides of the case in one fashion, because there's kind of like a T groove that I'll show you in just a moment. So this is only a face-in design. If you're going to use the Kraken AMS, your phone is always going to be facing toward your body or toward the item that you are attaching it to. And let me go and show you why right now. If I take it apart, you notice this little T groove right there on the attachment. That only fits into the slot right here on the side of the AMS. Okay, so it's only a face-in design, and that's all I want to say about this. So let's go ahead and move this pre-installed version in just away for the video. Don't worry, it'll come right back. I want to show you the rest of the case up close and personal. So let's go ahead and take it apart and show you all the little individual layers that make up the AMS. So I'm going to go and take apart the bottom right here and then take apart the sides. Now, what a lot of reviewers out there forget to mention, and I do want to remind folks out there, is that the Kraken AMS at its core is the Perseus skin cover. You can buy this separately, okay? Trident does sell it by itself, and you can just use this on your phone. And this is really nice because if you don't need all that extra jazz to come along with you, maybe you want to travel light, or maybe you know that you're going to be in a situation where your phone's going to be secure, it's going to drop on carpet, or it's like a bunch of pillows, etc., stuff like that. Maybe you're just carrying it around in your bedroom, etc. Then you can take all of that nonsense off and just use the Perseus skin cover on your DROID RAZR MAXX. Okay, this is a nice standalone product. Okay, it comes in a variety of colors, and just a heads up, if you happen to buy a Kraken AMS case in a color that you don't necessarily like, maybe you're just buying it in black with black because that's all that's available in your area, you're more than welcome to buy like a green or a red Perseus skin cover and then just kind of swap it out and save that extra skin cover as a backup. Okay, so just a heads up right there. Now, there aren't any dust covers on the Perseus skin cover. Those are actually on the AMS attachment, so let's go and show you that right now, as well as the built-in screen protector. Now, technically speaking, this is layer number 2. Trident considers this a whole separate layer of protection, quote unquote. This is the screen protector on the Kraken AMS. It's built in. Now, what's nice about this is that since it's already done for you, you don't have to worry about messing it up. You don't have to worry about bubbles, dust, lint, etc. getting underneath the screen protector while you're installing it, which is always a good thing. And this is also relatively easy easy to clean. All you have to do is just kind of take apart the case and just wipe it down, and it's good to go. Unfortunately, one negative of having a built-in screen protector, one of the major cons in my personal opinion, is that if you get the screen protector damaged, maybe there's a gash on it, maybe you dropped your phone, etc., stuff like that, and this happens to go get its own battle scars, so to speak. There's no easy way to replace it. Now, I've heard some folks in the past that Trident has sent them a replacement screen protector, but it's not the same thing. They actually send them the screen protector that you put on your phone, the one that you actually adhere to the surface of your DROID RAZR MAXX phone. Okay, so what they actually tell you to do is just literally cut this thing right off and then use the other screen protector on top of your phone and then just kind of be done with it. So it's always the same thing, and that kind of sucks in my personal opinion, but you have to take what you can get, all right? So that's all I want to mention about that. Now moving on to the back plate right here, which is the main body of the Kraken AMS. It actually has a kickstand built into it, which is really sturdy. This is a newer design from Trident. Okay, it's very nice stuff. It's not flimsy at all, and this is not magnetic. Okay, this actually clips into place, which is also a design that we prefer because magnetic kickstands are usually pretty flimsy. They get loose very easily. You can actually just kind of tap the case and it flies right out. But when you have a kickstand like this, it's nice, it's sturdy. More importantly, when you put it in and it locks into place, it's going to stay there. It's not going anywhere. Also, we want to show you this kind of nice faux or Fox carbon fiber look on the rear of the Kraken AMS case. Looks kind of cool, very designer-ish, and that's all I have to say about that. Although for those of you who think that it's raised or it has an etching, it's not. It's actually completely smooth, and that's all I will say about that. So I will show you the dust covers right now on the pre-installed version. Let's go and move this front and center. Actually, before I get to the dust covers, let's just go and talk about the screen area as well as the elevated lip. Now, on a heavy-duty case, this is exactly what you want to see, a very thick lip protruding from the front of the phone. Okay, reasons being is that A, you want to make sure that if you rest your phone anywhere, even if it's on its face, it is going to be elevated up and away from that surface that you're resting it against. But two, should you happen to drop your phone and it lands on its face, this is what most people are worried about. You want to have a nice thick lip on a heavy-duty case to absorb that shock first, so that way your screen is as good as new, even if you drop it. And of course, that screen protector is already there, so should anything pass through that barrier, so to speak, hopefully the screen protector will go and pick up the rest of the slack. Now moving on to the dust covers, which is, I think a lot of people will find important. They are existing on the Kraken AMS. This is going to show you the top big one that covers both the USB as well as the micro HDMI part right there. Okay, this flips open. It should be large enough for most folks to get their standard size connector tips in there. However, I cannot say the same for the 3.5mm jack dust cover. Okay, if I pop that open, see how thick it is? That's how recessed it is in there, so straight connector tips will only work. If you have an angled connector tip, like a 90-degree connector tip, etc., stuff like that, commonly found on Dr. Dre Beats headphones, for example, I think that's the popular headphone nowadays, you will have to use an extender, unfortunately, okay? And this does not come with one, so you have to buy your own. So that's food for thought. Moving on to this side, let's go and show you the other dust cover. Okay, that's a dust cover for a dust cover. I'm not making it up, okay, because you already have a dust cover on your DROID RAZR MAXX, but you can go and flip this one out on the Kraken AMS case, and that will allow you to access your micro SD card slot, etc., stuff like that. Moving on to the other side, we have coverings for the power button as well as the volume up and down buttons. These are easy to press if you install the case properly. Okay, they're nice and clicky, so no surprises there. Not much to talk about on the bottom. Let's go ahead and flip it on the back, show you that kickstand once more. Let's give you a close look at the hinge. Okay, not too shabby. The finish on the case, as well as the opening for the camera lens, LED flash, as well as the built-in speaker, and that is recessed in there, so if you rest your phone on its back, it's not resting up against the camera lens. And for the kickstand, okay, it only works in landscape orientation, and it only works in one way, which is this way, and the volume up and down buttons are on the top, so you still have access to them. If you tried the other way, it's going to fall right on its back because that's the way the kickstand folds in, and unfortunately you cannot use the kickstand in portrait orientation because it's really loose. See how flimsy that is? It's not meant to do that. It's only meant to be in landscape orientation. So let's go and close that shut, put on the attachment because this comes with it, and finish off a review. And that is it, guys, the Trident Kraken AMS for the Motorola DROID RAZR MAXX. Now remember, the key selling point of this case are the attachments, okay, so don't forget about them. Trident already has a car mount, a tripod mount, a bike rail clip, a universal clip, as well as a wire organizer. Check those out wherever they are sold, and you can bring those along with you if you happen to own other Kraken AMS cases, okay? And if you find that useful, this is the product we recommend for you. If you just want a heavy-duty case, this is good as well, but there are other options out there. There are competitive cases, which we would recommend you check out as well, in OtterBox, etc., stuff like that. So visit them on their official website at tridentcase.com. Check us out at daydio.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you guys next video review.